Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College as we're ready for game number 2 between the TBC Eagles and the Barons from Brewton-Parker College out of Mount Vernon, Georgia. Brewton-Parker won the first game by a score of 20-3. So now Brewton-Parker College 2-1 on the season. Trinity Baptist is 2-6. Doing the pitching for the TBC Eagles here in game number 2, freshman Madison Hamilton. And her first batter will be Lexi Bradshaw, the center fielder. And we'll give you the rest of the Brewton-Parker Barons batting order in just a moment. The first pitch from Hamilton is low. Batting second will be shortstop Alyssa Usery. Batting third, the catcher Abby Flowers. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman Chloe Strickland. More in a moment as Hamilton delivers, and there's a slow roller towards second. Foster makes a really good play to get the out, and that's the first time that Lexi Bradshaw has not reached base today. Batting fifth will be second baseman Olivia Witt. Jocelyn Witten is batting sixth, playing first base. The pitcher will be Natalie O'Neill, and she will bat seventh. Skylar Strickland in right bats eighth, and left fielder Ashley Wilson will hit ninth. One out, bases empty. And Hamilton's pitch is fouled straight back into the net. Alyssa Usery at the plate. She had herself a couple of hits, including a 2-run homer in game number 1. Drove in 3 runs overall. No balls and a strike. And a fastball misses up and in to even the count. Madison Hamilton is making her second pitching appearance, her first start. She has totaled 3 innings so far. 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned. She has walked 6 and struck out 2. And a pitch misses outside for ball 2. Walks and miscues in the infield really hurt Trinity Baptist in game number 1. The Barons took advantage. They brought their bats and put them to use, scoring 20 runs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Hamilton, the left-hander, throwing some smoke. And she is even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alyssa Usery. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. I think I said Usry throughout game 1. Well, ball 3 misses down low, and the count has run full. So Hamilton trying to get her second hitter in a row. And a payoff pitch. High pop-up. Shaw giving chase, makes the dive, but does not get there in time. Ashley Shaw is doing the catching, and around the infield, Duig at third. Simmons playing short. Foster back at second, just made a nice play. Maggie Olive is playing first base with Hamilton pitching. Wells has moved out to left field. Kaylee Burnett is in center, and Lana Fletcher is in right. Another payoff pitch coming. Hamilton throwing hard in the early going here. And 3-2 on the way. Line drive headed toward the gap. That's going to 2-hop the fence. And Usery doing what she did in the first game, hitting the daylights out of the ball with a hard line drive. And she has herself a 1-out double. Brewton-Parker scored 1 run in game number 1. Then they got 10 in the second inning of game 2 and just kept pouring it on from there. With an out and a runner at second, Abby Flowers at the plate. Flowers had a couple of RBIs and a couple of runs scored in game 1. And she takes the first pitch low and outside. One ball, no strikes. Usery at second, and a high pop-up just behind the infield. That ball is going to be on the ground. A runner on her way to third. The throw is not in time. That's going to go as a single for Flowers, who placed that one perfectly. Usery advances to third on the hit, and Flowers takes second base on the throw. And it brings up Chloe Strickland, who's playing third base. She was 1 for 3 with a run. Check that, 1 for 1 with 3 runs scored and 1 driven in. She also walked a couple of times. And she takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. That last ball not hit hard at all, but dropped right in the middle of what we call the Bermuda Triangle. 3 Eagles all gave a good effort. It was out of the reach of all 3 of them. No balls and a strike, and that one is upstairs and gets by Shaw. That's going to be a wild pitch charged to Madison Hamilton. And the Barons lead 1-0, and also on the play, Flowers takes third. So 1 out with that runner at third. 1 run is in. And this one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Shaw had to come all the way up to her feet, leave her feet to try to get that one. It tipped off her glove, but she couldn't pull it in. 2 balls and a strike and a pitch. Misses outside. That's ball 3. Count of 3-1. Hamilton is ready. 3-1 on the way. Good fastball right at third. Dewig looks the runner back, throws to first, and gets the out. Nice play by Kylie Dewig. Made sure that runner stayed put and then put a good, strong throw across the diamond. So 2 outs with the runner at third and Olivia Witt at the plate. We did not see Olivia Witt in game number 1. And the first pitch, that's a fastball right down the middle. This is the senior Olivia Witt's first at-bat of the season. She does have a stolen base to her credit. Here's a 1-strike pitch, swing and a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Olivia Witt will be playing second base. The senior from Hampton, Georgia, transfer from Southern Union State Community College. No balls, 2 strikes. Hello to Clayton Barfield, the SID of Brewton-Parker College. He and I enjoying some good communication as we prepare for this ball game, and Hamilton gets strike 3 called on the outside corner. Well, the Barons do get 1 run, but a good job by Hamilton to get the ground ball and the strikeout and strand the other runner at third base. 1 run on a couple of hits, and we go to the bottom half of the first. 1-0 Barons. The Eagles will come to bat for the first time here in this ball game, and they're going to face left-hander Natalie O'Neill. And O'Neill, the left-hander, the freshman. She is making her second appearance, both of them starts. She won a ball game against Point earlier with the distance, 5 innings, as Brewton-Parker won that game. I believe it was 8-0, if I'm remembering correctly. She allowed just 2 hits. It was a complete game shutout. She walked 1 and struck out 1. So Natalie O'Neill on the mound here in game number 2. A freshman from Chatsworth, Georgia, facing Morgan Wells to lead things off. Wells was 1 for 2 with a pair of runs scored in game number 1. Her updated average now 273, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. After Wells, it's Taylor Foster at second, Madison Hamilton the pitcher, Cheyenne Simmons the shortstop. Line drive. Hard hit, but caught for the out. Wells hit that ball right on the button. Unfortunately, though, right at the third baseman, Chloe Strickland. Taylor Foster chases the first pitch and swings over the top of it for a strike. So no balls and a strike. Foster pops this one up and out of play, and she's down in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Natalie O'Neill getting ready to deliver a 2-strike pitch. Set up outside. She tried to get Foster to chase, but that ball was well out of the zone. So Foster took it for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch. And pretty good cut by Foster, and she fouls this one off. Foster in game 1, 0-2, but she did draw a walk. She's now batting .188 on the season, 3 for 16. O'Neill delivers a 1-2, and that one is lined down the right field line, but hooking foul. And Foster will come back and do it again. Taylor Foster had some pretty good rips in game number 1, up drawing that walk. And after falling down 0-2, she has fouled off a couple more. And the 1-2 on the way, and that one misses outside. Again, looked like O'Neill was trying to get the left-handed hitter to chase, but missed. That one about halfway into the right-handed batter's box. 1 out, base is empty. A very hard line drive by Wells caught, and Foster goes over the top of a sinking fastball and misses for strike 3. First strikeout for Natalie O'Neill, and with 2 outs and the bases empty, pitcher Madison Hamilton at the plate. Hamilton 0-for-3 in game number 1. And O'Neill delivers and fouled off to the right side. Hamilton now 3 for 17 on the season, a home run and 4 runs driven in. No balls and a strike and a pitch. And a changeup stays up a little bit too high. Even to count at 1-1. These two teams will meet up again on March 7th at Brewton-Parker in Mount Vernon. Here's the 1-1, and this one is in the dirt for ball 2. Parker came down here last year, and the two teams split a doubleheader. I remember the Eagles got the win on a tag out at third base and won that game 3-1. Brewton-Parker won the second game pretty easily over TBC. But the Eagles ended up the South Region runners-up and national tournament semifinalists in the NCCAA. 3 balls and a strike and a pitch. Hard line drive into right field. There's going to be a throw to first. It is in time. Jocelyn Witten reached very far to her left, kept her foot on the bag, and what looked like a base hit turned into a 9-3 putout. A couple of tough breaks for the Eagles on 2 very hard hit balls, and after one, it is 1-0 Barons. Morgan Wells and Madison Hamilton both hit the ball awfully hard, only to have a couple of really good plays defensively by the Barons rob them both of base hits. Credit Skylar Strickland. She charged in on that ball, made the throw. It was wide, but then Jocelyn Witten reached far to her left, kept her foot on the bag. Eagles went down in order thanks to those two really good defensive plays. Wells hit that hard line drive right at third base, and Chloe Strickland reached up high and made the catch. Here's Jocelyn Witten. She's at the plate, lead things off in the top of the second, and she takes the first pitch in the dirt. Witten was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a run driven in game number 1. One ball, no strikes. And that one's low and inside for ball 2. In a moment, we'll get our first look at Natalie O'Neill swinging a bat. She is on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch. This one misses low and outside. O'Neill has not had an at-bat so far this season. She does have a complete game shutout win on the mound, though. 3 balls, no strikes. Hamilton winds and delivers. And that one catches the outer half of the plate. Eagles baseball players finishing up practice, coming down here to watch the softball game. The lights are turned on, but it'll be a little while before they really take effect. Here's a 3-1, and pulled hard foul down the left side. Count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're still very pleasant out here in the upper 60s. Beautiful blue skies overhead. Had a lot of rain this past weekend. In fact, a baseball game and a softball game on Saturday both rained out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Misses up and away for ball 4, and Witten draws a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Hamilton. And now the first batting appearance of the season for Natalie O'Neill. And the freshman from Chatsworth, Georgia, steps in with a runner at first. Nobody out. Runner's on the move. The pitch is called a strike. Gets away from Shaw. Or the umpire's right hand. Yes, it was a strike. That's going to be a passed ball charged to the catcher. Runner now at second. Actually, she was on the move, so that's going to be a stolen base. And that one misses outside. So a stolen base for Jocelyn Witten. Two balls, no strikes. And a pitch. There's a hard line drive knocked down by Hamilton. Here's a runner trying to score. She will make it, and it's 2-0. That's a base hit for O'Neill. Witten never stopped, so credit O'Neill with an RBI. And the Barons get the leadoff walk, come around to score. Hamilton appeared to have gotten a glove on it because the ball just kind of died out there at second base. So the walk, the stolen base, the first of the season for Witten. She ends up scoring a line drive into left and a base hit. That's Skylar Strickland doing the honors. O'Neill will stop at second. So nobody out, a run in, 2 on. Ashley Wilson playing left field. She's at the plate. Hamilton delivers and misses upstairs. This is our first look at Ashley Wilson this afternoon, the junior. She's 3 for 4 on the season with an RBI. She's also drawn a walk and stolen a base. Ball and no strikes, and the pitch. Turns around, a bunt, and fouls this one off. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ashley Wilson, the junior from Springfield, Georgia. Count even up at 1-1. And that one misses low for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Hamilton ready. And a pitch. High pop up over near the dugout and hits the net, so it's out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wilson takes her time. Now she's ready. Hamilton takes a long look in. And here's the pitch. And a high fastball misses upstairs, and the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton delivers. Ball 4 is in the dirt. The bases are loaded with nobody out. O'Neill at third, Strickland at second, Wilson at first, and Lexi Bradshaw at the plate. Grounded out to second to start the ball game. Again, the first time all day that she was retired. Even her replacement, Leah Henry, had a couple of doubles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ball, no strikes. And Hamilton delivers. And Bradshaw looked a little unsure of what she wanted to do with that one and chased one out of the zone. And we're evened up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch pulled foul to the right side. Hamilton ahead in the count, 1-2. Bradshaw takes her time getting back in the box. She has a chance to drive in a run or 2. But she's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch. And that one gets away from Shaw. And a run will score. And that'll be a pass ball charge to the catcher. Count even at 2-2. Skylar Strickland takes third, and Ashley Wilson takes second on the play. The run is unearned, but it's up there, and it's 3-0. So that would depend on what the batters do from here on. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3 and out number 1. Second strikeout for Madison Hamilton. Alyssa Usry at the plate. She doubled and scored in the first, 1 for 1. And a pitch right down the middle. Strickland at third, Wilson at second. 2 runs are in, 1 out. Hamilton ready and a pitch. There's a ground ball to third off Duhigg, and a run will score. Credit Usry with a run batted in as Strickland comes across. Wilson holds at second, and an error charge to the third baseman. One out for Abby Flowers, who singled in the first. And a ball in the dirt. Throw to third is not in time, and that will be a wild pitch charged to the pitcher. Both runners advance, so two in scoring position, one out. And Flowers digs in, and a pitch from Hamilton. Ball two. Two balls, no strikes. Hamilton winds and delivers and gets a strike on the outer half. So 2 balls and a strike. Barron's in the dugout shouting flower power with Abby Flowers at the plate and a high fly ball to left field. Wells will make the catch. A runner will tag and score. That is an RBI sacrifice fly. And it is 5-0. Ashley Wilson tags and comes across. The first 4 batters all reached and have all crossed the plate. Ussery holds at second. 8th batter of the inning, Chloe Strickland. Grounded out to third her first time up, and the pitch. And a strike called on the inside corner. So no balls and a strike. Hamilton ready, the 0-1. Check swing as the ball dropped low, and the batter held up in time. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And Hamilton delivers the 1-1 and misses upstairs. Brewton-Parker will have a week off until their next games at College of Coastal Georgia in Brunswick, Tuesday the 21st. First pitch at 2 p.m. The 2-1 on the way and a slow roller towards third. Dewey cuts it off, throws to first in time. That retires the side, but the Barons score 4 runs in the inning. And as we go to the bottom of the second, it's Brewton-Parker 5, TBC nothing. Bottom of the second, 4, 5, and 6 due up for TBC, Simmons, Shaw, and Duhigg. Brewton-Parker got a run in the first and 4 in the second. And the first pitch catches the outside corner. Natalie O'Neill had a 1-2-3 bottom of the first and got some defensive help as well from both Strickland, Chloe and Skylar. There's another hard hit ball fielded cleanly and throw to first in time. So that's 3 out of the 4 Eagles batters that have struck the ball very sharply, but Alyssa Usry played the one hopper at the backhand and made a good throw. So 1 out for Ashley Shaw. And a pitch to Shaw, and this one is called a strike. No balls and a strike, and this is a slow roller foul down the third base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Shaw takes her time getting back into the box, and O'Neill now delivers. There's a sharply hit ground ball to short, and once again, Usry makes the play. So 2 outs with the bases empty. Brings up third baseman Kylie Duig. She was 0-for-1 officially in game number 1. One ball, no strikes. And that one tapped foul. That'll even the count at 1-1. A ball and a strike to Duig. And that one slipped out of O'Neill's hands in the dirt. Two balls and a strike, and the pitch. Strike 2 right down the middle. Count even at 2-2. And this is O'Neill ready with the 2-2 pitch and misses low to fill the count. The sun shouldn't be much of a factor anymore, just a few bright spots on the field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. That is the second strikeout for Natalie O'Neill. She is not allowed a base runner through the first 2, and after 2, it is 5-0 Barons. After 2, it's 5-0 Brewton-Parker. And hitters 5, 6, and 7 are due up. Witten, and O'Neill. Madison Hamilton ready to begin her third inning of work. 1 run in the first, 4 in the second for the Barons. Trying to complete the sweep of this Tuesday afternoon doubleheader. Jocelyn Witten walked, stole a base, and scored in the second. And the first pitch is low and inside. So 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a strike. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hamilton ready and the pitch. There's a sharply hit ground ball into center field, a base hit. Well, the Eagles have hit the ball even harder than that, only to keep having it find somebody's glove. But the Barons are finding holes, and they have a leadoff single. Hit number 5 by Brewton-Parker. Runner at first, nobody out. And a high pop-up towards Simmons, the shortstop. She'll make the catch. And nice for Hamilton to get that out on just 1 pitch. Witten a little bit too eager, was out in front of that one and popped it up. So Natalie O'Neill at the plate. She singled and scored. Her base hit also drove in a run in that big 4-run second inning. There's a runner at first now with 1 out. And runners on the move. The pitch is low, and the throw is not in time. So Olivia Witt steals second base. She's in scoring position now for O'Neill. One ball, no strikes. And Hamilton's pitch swung on and missed, and O'Neill chased one well out of the zone. Eagles will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of the third. Fletcher, Olive, and Burnett. Shadows have almost completely covered the ball yard now. Not quite, but we're getting there. And strike 2 called on the inner half. Especially near the end of game number 1, the fielders on the right side of the diamond had a really hard time as they were looking up into the sun. The 1-2, Hamilton tried to get the hitter to chase, but O'Neill not biting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2. And Hamilton delivers. And a high pop-up. Wells on the move, makes the catch coming in, and she caught that ball right behind the infield dirt. Good running play by Morgan Wells. Barons in game 1, that ball dropped. They hit a few of them like that, but they also hit some bullets too. Skylar Strickland at the plate, 1 for 1 with a run scored. 2 outs with the runner at second. That's Olivia Witt. She singled to start the inning, then stole second base a moment ago. And Hamilton will make the catch herself, almost a collision, and Madison Hamilton gets a scoreless third inning. She allows 1 hit, but nothing else. And we go to the bottom of the third. The Eagles will come to bat trailing 5-0. Lana Fletcher, Maggie Olive, and Kaylee Burnett due up for Trinity Baptist in the bottom of the third, trailing 5-0. TBC's next games will be Monday, February 20th at Grinnell University in Grinnell, Georgia, an NAIA opponent. Then they're back here on the home field against Ave Maria University, one of those big, powerful NAIA Sun Conference opponents. March 3rd against Florida Memorial University, and March 7th at Brewton-Parker College in Mount Vernon, Georgia. Lana Fletcher digs in, and the first pitch to the right fielder misses outside for ball one. Fletcher 0 for 1 in game number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. High fly, well hit towards center, on its way back, but it's going to be chased down in the gap and caught by the center fielder, Lexi Bradshaw, and another very well hit ball caught by a Barron. The Eagles are really swinging the bats well, just like they did at Edward Waters yesterday, but nothing to show for it. And Maggie Olive makes her first appearance of the afternoon. Maggie Olive on the season, looking for her first hit in 8 official appearances. She's been hit by 2 pitches. 1 out with the bases empty. And a pitch. There's a looper back to the box. It'll hit the ground. O'Neill turns and throws, and that's a second out. Lana Fletcher made a bid. It looked for a moment like that ball had a chance to get over that right center field fence up where the scoreboard is in that blue background. Ball stayed in the yard, and Bradshaw ran it down and made the catch on the run. Kaylee Burnett at the plate. She was 1 for 2 in game number 1. Now batting .214. And a slow roller. That'll be the third out of the inning. The throw is in time. And Natalie O'Neill has not allowed a base runner, thanks in large part to her defense. And after 3, it's 5-0 Barons. Nine, 1 and 2 due up for Brewton-Parker in the top of the 4th. Ashley Wilson, Lexi Bradshaw, and Alyssa Usry. Again, the Eagles hitting the ball very sharply, but Brewton-Parker defense doing a terrific job with the gloves. This is Wilson. She walked and scored in the 4-run second inning. And the first pitch from Hamilton, a line drive down the right field line. That is a fair ball right on top of the line. A collision and a runner around second base. They got her between second and third. And Duig will chase down the runner and tag Wilson out, but credit Wilson for a double right down the line. And credit the Eagles defense getting that out at third. So a double, then a 9-4-5 put out at third base, if I saw and remembered that correctly. So Wilson went a little too far around second, and the Eagles were able to get the out. And a high pop-up from Bradshaw. That ball's going to be caught on the run by Foster. Eagles return the favor, making a really nice running catch. Taylor Foster, and that's out number 2. Hamilton now a chance for a 1-2-3 inning, but she'll have to get Alyssa Usry to do that, and that's not been an easy task today. She's 1 for 2, reached on an error her last time up. That error drove in a run. She also doubled and scored in the first. And Hamilton's first pitch, that's a strike on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. Two great defensive plays by the Eagles defense, and this one is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good to see Coach Jones out here cheering on the Eagles on the field. Coach Jones getting his varsity basketball team ready to take on Johnson University of Florida this Thursday night. Here's a 1-1 and a strike called, a little generous outside corner, and it's 1-2. The JV Eagles basketball team will be traveling up to Mount Hope, Virginia, as they will participate in the Bible College National Invitational Tournament. That'll start on Thursday. Here's the 1-2. There's a ground ball up the middle, cut off by Simmons. Throw to first is wild. Runner is safe and on her way to second, and the throw is in time. No, the ball is dead, and that's going to allow Usry to stay on second base. I'm guessing the ball went in the dugout area. I can't see over there, but that appears to be the call. That's going to be an error all the way. And that allows Usry at second base. Abby Flowers at the plate. Had an RBI sacrifice fly her last time up. She is 1 for 1 officially with a run batted in. And the first pitch is downstairs. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That's a ground ball knocked down by Hamilton to throw to first in time. So a 2-out base runner, but nothing else for the Barons. 2 consecutive scoreless innings pitched by Hamilton. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 5-0. Brewton-Parker leads. Bottom of the 4th, Eagles coming to bat. Second time through the order. They have not yet had a base runner, but that's not their own doing. That's the defense by the Barons out there. 5-0 Brewton-Parker. Morgan Wells, the first pitch is low for ball 1. The official scoring on that ground ball off Usry went down as a single and advancing to second on the throwing error. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. This one is low. That's ball 2. Second time through the batting order. Again, the Eagles have really swung the bats well through the first time. Two balls, no strikes. And that one misses downstairs. Morgan Wells is a patient hitter. She's not going to chase too many out of the zone. She's drawn a couple of walks this season. She likes to swing the bat, but if the pitcher gives it to her, she'll take that base. That one catches the inside corner, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And a pitch from O'Neill. That one's right down the middle. Morgan Wells, a junior from Homestead, Florida. Payoff pitch. Hot shot and a diving catch. And Chloe Strickland keeps Wells off the base pass for the second time in this game. She left her feet high first time and then went to her knees this time, and both times made the play. Taylor Foster at the plate, went down on strikes her first time up, and takes the first pitch up and away. One ball, no strikes. Scoreboard not cleared off yet. And a pitch. There's a tapper back to the box. O'Neill will turn and make the throw for out number 2. Tell you, sometimes you do everything right and things just don't go your way. And for the most part, the Eagles swinging the bats in this game, that's what's happened to them. They are hitting the ball well, just not getting a hole. Madison Hamilton was robbed of a hit in right field her first time up. She hit a very hard ground ball into right. Looked like a base hit, but Skylar Strickland charged and made a bullet of a throw to get her at first. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. There's a chopper. Hamilton hustling, but the throw is in time. And another 1-2-3 inning for Natalie O'Neill. After 4, it's 5-0 Brewton-Parker. Five nothing Barons in the top of the 5th. 1 run in the first, 4 in the second, and 4 perfect innings from pitcher Natalie O'Neill. But again, as I've said before, that's in large part to her defense. Chloe Strickland will lead things off. Hamilton ready, and the pitch. And a high foul out of play to the left side. Hamilton, outside of that second inning, has really thrown the ball well. 2 straight scoreless innings, allowing 1 base runner in each inning. Eagles made a couple of really fine defensive plays in the 4th. No balls and a strike and a high pop-up. Foster, no more sun to worry about, makes the catch. One out for the second baseman, Olivia Witt. She singled and stole a base to lead off the third, but didn't get any further. Hamilton then got the next 3. Hamilton has really settled in, and let's hope she stays that settled in. She's throwing the ball very well right now and is ahead 0-1. Couple of walks in that second inning helped aid that rally. Don't want to give this team free bases because they can swing the bat. 0-1, and this one misses outside to even the count. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. High pop up, back to the pitcher, and Hamilton makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. And Jocelyn Witten at the plate. A run scored in the second after a walk and a stolen base, and then a pop up to short in the third. So nothing out of 1. And Hamilton delivers and misses low and outside. We told you about Eagles basketball playing Johnson University of Florida on Thursday. The women will tip off at 5. The men will follow. And the 1-0 misses low and inside for ball 2. And then basketball season comes to an end, for the regular season anyway, on Saturday, as Southeastern Baptist College will bring both teams to Trinity Gymnasium. Women's game at 12, men at 2. And then the South Region tournaments will both occur down in Kissimmee at Johnson University of Florida beginning on Thursday, February 23rd. Hamilton misses low and in for ball 3. The JV, as we said a little while ago, going up to Mount Hope, Virginia this week on Thursday to start the Bible College NIT and hopefully bring home the banner. 3 balls, no strikes, and a pitch. And a strike on the outside corner. If Witten would reach, then Natalie O'Neill would bat next. But it looks like there is a new batter in the box, in the on-deck circle. And that new batter will come to the plate as Witten draws the walk. Or hit batsman. I'll be all right. I'll get it right. First batter that Hamilton has hit. And that's going to bring up Christy Peters. We saw both at the plate and in the circle in game number 1. So Peters getting her first at-bat of game number 2. And that one misses outside for ball 1. Peters was 1 for 2 in game 1. One ball, no strikes, and a really nice inside corner. Count even at 1-1. Well, we'll see if O'Neill re-enters, goes back out there to pitch the bottom of the 5th. She has not allowed a base runner. Hamilton with the pitch and a chopper foul to the left side. So we have an interesting decision coming up for Coach Madison Herron. Of course, then it could be he just wants to give O'Neill a chance to rest. And the 1-1, a little looper. And that's going to be caught by Foster over the shoulder. The second one of the kind that she has made here in this game. 2 out, hit batsman, but nothing else for the Barons. And we'll see if O'Neill comes out. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th in just a moment. Well, we go to the bottom of the fifth, and O'Neill has not come out to pitch after going 4 perfect innings. Emma Garner comes in and takes over for O'Neill in the circle. Emma Garner will make her first pitching appearance of the season. We saw Garner earlier this afternoon playing third base late in game number 1. And the first batter she will face is Cheyenne Simmons. 0 for 1 this game, but the 2-run homer in game number 1. So the first pitch from Garner, good fastball right by the hitter. So Natalie O'Neill, 4 perfect innings with a couple of strikeouts. The 0-1, and the fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barron's defense has been phenomenal in this ball game. And a high pop fly. Garner will take that one herself and put it away. 1 out for the catcher, Ashley Shaw. Grounded to short her first time up. Barron's 1 run in the first, 4 in the second. Nothing since then. Hamilton settled in, has gone 3 straight scoreless innings. And a first pitch to Shaw is a strike, so we'll see if Madison Hamilton continues in the circle. No balls, 1 strike, and a pitch. There's a looper. It's got a chance to drop, and that's the first base runner of the ball game for the Eagles. Shaw had a hit in game 1 and now has a 1-out single here in the 5th of game 2. Kind of funny, the Eagles hit bullets that get run down into gap, diving catches and leaping catches, and the blooper drops in for a hit. Kylie Dewig, the third baseman, was called out on strikes in the first time up in the second. And another high pop fly, shallow center field, but it's going to be the shortstop making the catch. Usually puts it away for out number 2. Lana Fletcher steps up to the plate. She hit one that looked like it had a chance to get out of the yard in the second inning. That ball was run down and caught by Bradshaw right in front of the scoreboard. And a pitch. There's a strike called on the outer half. Fletcher really hit that one well, just like Morgan Wells a couple of times. But Fletcher drove that one. Again, it looked like it might be a home run. And that one in the dirt. Shaw was taking off on the pitch, so she will get credit for a stolen base. Fletcher a chance to drive in the run. Shaw good speed at second. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Fletcher pulled off that one. She knew it, and it's 1-2. Good fastball by Garner. A ball and 2 strikes. That one slipped out of her fingers, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 outs with the runner at second. And a pitch in the dirt. Good eye by Fletcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Emma Garner with the pitch. Swing and a miss. That ends the inning. Garner gives up the hit, but nothing else, and gets a strikeout to retire the side. And after 5, it's 5-0 Barons. Top of the sixth, 5-0 Barons. And it looks like we're going to have a new batter to start things off. Madison Hamilton has come out to pitch the sixth inning. So we're going to have a couple of pinch hitters, says the home plate umpire. Leading things off will be Breanne Pound. We saw her come into the ball game as a pinch runner in game number 1. Got an at-bat, 0 for 1, and her first at-bat of game 2, and she takes a strike. No balls and a strike, and strike 2 is right down Broadway. Also announced on deck, number 4, Caden Fleming. No balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton delivers and misses low and outside. So the count is 1-2 on Breanne Pound. The 1-2. Little looper towards Foster. She'll throw to first, but the umpire says that the catch was made on the fly. That is an out. The throw had gotten away. Foster not taking it for granted, though, just in case. Fortunately for the Eagles, she caught that ball on the fly. So 1 out. That'll go as an L4 in the book. And Caden Fleming will step to the plate. Her first at-bat of game number 2. Fleming singled and scored a run in game number 1 in her only trip. That first one misses outside. And for Fleming, that was her first at-bat and base hit of the season. And the 1-0, high pop-up behind the plate. Shaw makes the catch. 2 outs. Well, Madison Hamilton, again, outside of that second inning, has really done a nice job, especially considering this team put 20 runs on the board in game number 1. Couple of hiccups in that second inning, and that's the reason it's a 5-0 game. Lexi Bradshaw, 0 for 3 after having a fantastic opener. There's a hard hit ball towards Foster. Good clean play, and the out recorded at first. A 1-2-3 inning in the 6th for Madison Hamilton. And we go to the bottom half. The Eagles need to rally, trailing 5-0. Maggie Olive will lead things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. Breanne Pound stays in the game to play right field. She takes over for Skylar Strickland, who made a terrific play early in the ball game. First pitch, check, swing, and no swing, says the first base umpire. Olive, nothing for one. Ground ball back to the box, her first time up. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one called a strike at the knees. And it's 1-1. Caden Fleming is in left after batting for Ashley Wilson. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch. There's a looper that's going to hit the ground. Chance to beat it out. The throw to first will not be made. And we'll see in a moment how that one gets scored. That ball took a funny turn on shortstop Alyssa Usery. Olive is aboard. And first pitch swinging is Kaylee Burnett. She grounded to short her first time up. That's going to be an infield single for Olive. Swing and a miss for Burnett, who is quickly behind 0-2. When that ball hit the ground, it just took a big turn away from Usery. Olive hustling. Would have been a close play at first. Burnett able to get a piece of that one and stay alive. So the Eagles have their second hit. Ashley Shaw broke up the perfect game last inning. Here's the 0-2. High pop-up. That's going to reach the bleachers. And Burnett staying alive after falling behind 0-2. She's fouled off a couple of pitches. Top of the order, Wells on deck. And hopefully this time Morgan can find a hole. She has laced the ball a couple of times. 0-2. Check swing. She went around, tried to hold up. And that's out number 1. Strikeout number 2 for Emma Garner. And here's Morgan Wells. 2 very hard line drives caught by the third baseman. Chloe Strickland reached up way up high in the first and went to her knees to Rob Morgan last time up in the fourth. And that first pitch fastball gets the outside corner. I think Wells liked that call, but she's down 0-1. 1 out with the runner at first, and the pitch. And this one is lifted foul and out of play, and that's strike 2. With all the hard hit balls the Eagles have had caught, both base hits have been little bleeders. 0-2. Wells has a lot of room in the right center gap. Here's a pitch. There's a chopper towards short. A throw will go to second for 1. The relay will not be made. Fielder's choice. Wells hustling. They do get Olive at second base. 5-4 on the putout. And Taylor Foster at the plate. Foster has struck out and grounded back to the pitcher. There's a looper into center field, but that's going to be caught. Lexi Bradshaw playing right behind the dirt with the slap hitter at the plate, and that's out number 3. Eagles get a leadoff single, but nothing else. And we go to the 7th with the Barons leading 5-0. We go to the 7th, and Usury Flowers and Chloe Strickland are the scheduled hitters for the Barons. They got 1 in the first, 4 in the second. And Madison Hamilton has been terrific since then, only a couple of hits. She did hit one batter during that stretch, though. And the first pitch misses low and outside. The Eagles' defense has played very well in this second game. 1 ball, no strikes. Usury doubled and scored in the first, reached on an error and drove in a run in the second. There's a ground ball sharply hit towards Simmons, a throw to first in time. So 1 out. I was about to say Usury got another base hit in the 4th. So now 2 for 4, and it brings up the catcher Abby Flowers. She singled in the first, drove in a run with a sac fly in the second, and grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th. So 1 for 2 with a ribby. 1 out, bases empty in the 7th, and the pitch. There's a sharply hit ground ball foul to the left side. No balls and a strike. Hamilton ahead of the hitter. And the pitch. The fastball misses outside. So a ball and a strike. And this one misses outside. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch on the way is popped up, might stay in play. 2 Eagles giving chase. The ball lands safely inside the park. And count 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We appreciate everyone staying with us. We had that technical issue that knocked us off in game number 1, but most of them came back. There's a rip down the left field line, over the fence, and gone. Abby Flowers gets a solo home run, and the Barons lead 6-0. And she hit that ball very hard on the line. Only question was, did it have enough height? And it did. So 6-0 Barons, their first run since the second inning. Hamilton was cruising right along, but Abby Flowers got every bit of that one. Second home run of the day for the Barons. They got one in the first as well. That was Alyssa, not Alyssa Usury. My mistake. Well, right now, Chloe Strickland at the plate, and she takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. No balls and a strike. And a pitch. And a check swing. She went a little too far, and that's strike 2. That was Alyssa Usury who hit that home run, so I was right. The 0-2, and that one misses outside. Can't read my own writing sometimes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hamilton ready, and here comes the 1-2. And this one, a good swing and a foul straight back. Strickland looking for her first hit of the ball game. Grounded to third twice, popped up to the second baseman. A ball and 2 strikes. Strickland scored 3 runs in game number 1. Here is the 1-2, and this one is in the dirt. That evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton ready, and the pitch. Line drive towards second, and that is caught by Foster. 2 outs, base is empty, 1 run is in, and Olivia Witt is the scheduled hitter. But it looks like Witt is being called back, and we'll have a new Baron at the plate. Batting for Olivia Witt will be Kimberly Murray. We saw her in game number 1. Kimbo, as they call her. And Kimbo hit a well-struck fly ball in her plate appearance in game number 1 just to have it caught. And a pitch. There's a high pop foul out of play. And for Murray, that fly ball was her first at-bat of the season, so nothing out of 1, getting another opportunity. Barons leading 6-0 in the 7th. Solo homer by Abby Flowers. That's the run that scored in this inning. And a pitch from Hamilton. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Well, if Hamilton can get this final out, she'll get a complete game, and she did a very impressive job after that second inning, holding the Barons scoreless until that Flowers home run here in the 7th. She misses low for ball 1. Well, Coach Regulacion needed some innings out of Hamilton, and he got them. And a pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that will do it for the Barons in the 7th. 1 run, 1 hit, the solo homer from Abby Flowers. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Eagles need to rally, trailing 6-0. Bottom of the 7th, Eagles have 3, 4, and 5 due up. Hamilton, Simmons, and Shaw. And the first pitch to Madison Hamilton is in there for a strike. Emma Garner trying to finish things up for Natalie O'Neill, who went 4 perfect innings with a couple of strikeouts. Hamilton lifts one high into shallow center field, and it will be caught by Usry, the shortstop, 1 away. Now, if Garner does finish the inning, she will qualify for the save. That would be the first save for a Barons pitcher this season. It will be her 3rd inning of relief. And a high pop foul to Simmons. No balls and a strike. No balls and a strike to Simmons. Got the 2-run homer in the first inning of game 1. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Simmons nothing out of 2 so far. Ground ball to short. Pop up to the pitcher. And a pitch. And this one misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Slow roller towards short. Usury throw to first in time. And the Barons are 1 out away from completing the doubleheader sweep. Ashley Shaw broke up the perfect game in the 5th. She was the second batter that Garner faced and looped one into shallow left for the base hit. And the first pitch to Shaw misses. No, called a strike. A little bit of a late call, but that caught the knees. And 0-1. Should the inning continue, Kylie Duig would bat next. There are 2 outs and a pitch. This one is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us here on TBC Eagles. Again, we appreciate your patience when we got knocked off earlier today, and since then, it's been smooth sailing. That ball misses up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Ashley Shaw trying to keep this inning going. Head coach Ray Regulacion. As ball 3 misses downstairs, he's assisted by Becca Enter and Joe Kidd and Kennedy Williams. Scott Olson also on the coaching staff his first season, along with Coach Regulacion. Ashley Shaw draws the walk to keep the inning alive, and Kylie Duig will get another hack. Called out on strikes and popped up to the shortstop. Fletcher scheduled to hit next. And the first pitch, fastball misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. And a pitch from Garner almost got away to throw to first. Shaw's not going to take too many chances, down 6 runs at the final out at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. High pop foul. That's going to get out of play, and everybody in the bleachers scrambling. Those bleachers are full of baseball players. Where's the catch? Ryan Ongst, you're a catcher, but you don't have your mitt with you. Use the hat. 2 balls and a strike. Tell you, the way the Eagles hit the ball, especially early in the game, this could have been a much different outcome. But credit the Barons, they played phenomenal defense. 2 balls, 2 strikes after the foul tip from Duig. Of course, the Barons swung the bat themselves very well all day long. Here's a 2-2. That one struck well toward the gap. That's going to get up against the fence. Shaw will round third. She will score. Eagles are on the board. RBI double for Kylie Duig. It's 6-1. And Shaw, using her speed, she drew the walk and then hustled around without hesitation. Kept the inning alive, and Duig got the ribby. Lana Fletcher at the plate. High pop-up, and this should do it. That ball's on the ground. Picked up at first base, but Fletcher hustling beat the play. That's going to be a base hit for Lana Fletcher. Unusual as that ball hit the ground and rolled right to the first baseman, Witten. And now a conference on the mound. Fletcher running as hard as she could all the way down the base pass. Beat the play, kept the inning alive. No matter what the score, that's what a coach wants to see. All-out hustle. On the play, Duig takes third. for Duhigg, that RBI double, her first run batted in of the season, and Fletcher got the bloop single. Inning still alive for Maggie Olive. She got a base hit her last time up. And a pitch. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Well, kudos to these Eagles coming to bat, trailing 6-0. First two got out quickly, but then Eagles kept it alive. Here's a pop-up that's going to be caught, and that's the ball game. Final score, Brewton-Parker College 6, Trinity Baptist College 1. The winning pitcher, Natalie O'Neill, her second win of the season, 2 wins, no losses, 4 perfect innings. And then Emma Garner, though she gave up the run in the 7th, went 3 innings, so she gets her first save of the season. Madison Hamilton, a complete game. She takes the loss, but a terrific job. A few hiccups in that second inning, but then Hamilton really settled in, as we said before, and pitched really good softball out there. Well, the Barons sweep the doubleheader. They have a week off before their next ball game. Eagles next Monday will go to Brunel University up in Brunel, Georgia. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. For Coach Ray Regulacion, Jaden Robinson, our cameraman here this evening, Marilyn Gordon, our official scorekeeper, and all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from